Whether you're an empath or whether you just pay attention to the world being on fire, we all kind of need a little bit of support. And I think crystals are great for that.
Yeah, it's always interesting. People that have a call to a higher purpose or maybe light workers, you always see like energy vampires and these things that are happening. Do you have like, and I know this is all in your book. So like I said, I encourage everybody to purchase your book because you're really practical in there. But what would be like a couple good crystals that a light worker could use that's maybe, feeling a lot of energy drain?
I mean, my number one recommendation for this, and I'm not usually a guy of superlatives. I really encourage people to just like turn inwards and ask a few important questions. Like, what is my obstacle here? What am I personally experiencing? And then what is the crystal, or what are the crystals that are going to match that the best? However, you can't have a one-on-one conversation with everyone. So let's talk about some things that I think are broad spectrum and wide appeal. And the first of those is Labradorite. So, Labradorite is a member of the feldspar family. It's got this beautiful kind of shimmer to it. We hold it up to the light from one angle and it's a dull, earthy color. It turns in the light and its structure does something really miraculous. It works kind of like diffraction grating or thin film interference, like an oil slick on water, to produce this spectral play of colors inside. So it is selectively filtering out a particular wavelength to produce one color of flash, even though there's no pigment in there that is that color. So it kind of works in a similar fashion with our energy field. It allows certain things to come and go freely and others get selectively filtered out. So it's like a semi-permeable membrane, just like we've got around every cell in our body, that allows us to send and receive the good stuff, and also maybe to let out the things we don't want to keep in, while still kind of mitigating the influence of things that are disruptive or harmful or just a drain in general. So I think this is a really good one that works well for a lot of folks. I think having something that is, we'll say, a little bit more stabilizing is a great one for your toolkit. I know a lot of folks are really drawn to black tourmaline. I don't personally use it for shielding as much as I do for, we'll say, energy maintenance overall. It is among the more iron-rich members of the tourmaline group, and iron has a long tradition of being used in protective and even offensive magic. So we can kind of lean on that folklore to understand a little bit of its symbolism. Iron-rich minerals are often described as having a kind of descending quality to their energy. Said another way, they connect us to the earth. And we can think of black tourmaline as being a kind of, maybe we'll say like cosmic garbage disposal for our energy field. If we've got the plumbing hooked up in the right direction and we've got a way to break down the things trying to fit through it, then we don't have to hold on to them. They're not going to clog up the drain. They're not going to make our energy field stagnant or unpleasant to exist in.